You're watching KSNT News at 10 with Jared Broyles.
A federal lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of school funding in Kansas has been dismissed. Attorney General Derek Schmidt announced that the plaintiffs dismissed the lawsuit today after 2 appeals to the Court of Appeals. The suit had been filed in 2010 by a group of parents in the Shawnee Mission School District. The lawsuit argued that limits imposed by state law to raise and spend money on schools violates the U.S. Constitution. A separate state lawsuit challenging school finance law remains pending in the Kansas Supreme Court. Kansas City's Schlitterbahn Water Park has reopened following the Sunday death of a child on the world's tallest water slide. The park's reopening drew long lines. Today is the first day the park has been open since 10-year-old Caleb Schwab was killed on the park's verruced water slide. We've since learned that the young boy was decapitated while he rode the slide. The water slide remains closed indefinitely. Now at 6, homicide at the Ford plant. Disturbing details of the killing that happened at the car factory in Kansas City. And we hear from the family of a pregnant woman murdered in her Topeka apartment over the weekend. We've learned that the male victim of Sunday's triple homicide was the father of the female victim's unborn child. Police tell KSNT News that 23-year-old Dominique Ray was the boyfriend of 20-year-old Camera Trotter. KSNT News' Jared Thompson talked with Trotter's friends and family about Sunday's shootings at the Fairlawn Green Apartments in Topeka. Why were the Lilies a surprise? You weren't expecting them?
Well, actually, they happen every time this year. It's a good question why we even call them a surprise. We know when they happen.
All right, thanks, Matt. Somebody get this girl a burger.
Thank you for watching KSNT News at 6. We'll see you right back here at 10.
Have a great night. Financial gifts and commitments to Kansas State University topped $100 million for a 5th year. Friends of the university gave more than $150 million for the fiscal year ending June 30th. K-State reports it was the 3rd most successful year in charitable giving in the history of their foundation. 35% of the $150.6 million is available for immediate use. The university is now 88% of the way toward reaching its $1 billion goal, dubbed the Innovation and Inspiration Campaign. The Federal Aviation Administration is looking to hire new air traffic controllers. The number of workers in the field hit a 27-year low in 2015. Now the agency is looking for 1,400 people to participate in a 13-month training program at the FAA Academy in Oklahoma City. The new trainees will receive between $22,000 to nearly $29,000. After completing the training, those offered a job will start at just over $38,000 a year. It's one of the most frustrating things on your Facebook feed. Clickbait. You know the headlines, things like, "You gotta see the crazy thing this dog did," forcing you to click the story to find out. Usually the payoff isn't there. Well, Facebook is making a change that could impact your feed now. Mary Maloney explains.
It seems like your Facebook feed is crowded with posts like this one. You'll never believe which 2 stars got into a fight on the red carpet. The picture tells you nothing, and the headline adds this enticing line. Click to find out which starlet they were fighting over. Of course, you have to click the link for the latest juicy gossip, and as soon as you get directed to the website, you are immediately disappointed, knowing that you got duped by clickbait. You're not alone. Here's the problem. Since others clicked that link, the post gets shown to more people, and it gets higher and higher on news feeds, thus perpetuating the clickbait. But Facebook says it's had enough and is changing its algorithm. So you'll see more posts from friends and less from brands and publishers, who, by the way, pay close attention to this kind of stuff. Facebook is also taking it a step further. Basically, Facebook will identify articles that lack specifics in the headline, or exaggerate the article, or create misleading expectations on the feed and give them less prominence. This isn't the first time FB tried to clamp down on clickbait, and frankly, it probably won't be the last. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
In other consumer news, Hulu is moving to a subscription-only model. The streaming service, which launched in 2007 with ad-supported content, announced today it will be transitioning to having all users pay to play. It's a move that's not entirely shocking, given the fact that the company's recent investments in original content and expanding its film and TV library. Those who are not current subscribers will be offered a free 30-day trial. Users seeking free Hulu content aren't being completely shown the door, though. There will still be ad-supported programming available, courtesy of the streaming platform's growing distribution partnerships. Coming up, we get an update of Day 3 of the Olympics. Plus, get excited, Wildcat fans, because someone is making a documentary about K-State football. Zaldi DeJungen sits down with the man behind it all. You won't want to miss it. In other news tonight, Kansas Senate President Susan Wagle has hired a fellow lawmaker to work on her staff as legislative director. Senator Garrett Love was hired last month and will earn $40,000 to help with legislative campaigns. The Montezuma Republican will focus on rural races. Love's term ends in December. Senate Minority Leader Anthony Hensley called Love's hiring highly unusual. The state's ethics law allows personal staff of elected officials to do campaign work on taxpayer time. Love says he would not continue in the job if Wagle is Senate president again next session. Rural fire departments are in need of some very brave men and women. The University of Kansas is asking a judge to dismiss a lawsuit related to 2 alleged sexual assaults. 2 former female rowers contend they were raped in university housing by the same man. The 2 women and their parents claim in the lawsuit that the university misled the public by saying campus housing was safe. A university attorney argued during a hearing that the lawsuit didn't identify specific injuries caused by the university's actions. That attorney claims that makes their lawsuit unwarranted. Had to put a little bit of makeup on today because my face, I'm pretty sure, has melted from being outside. It was a little warm today.
Yeah.